Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're talking about the United States Lincoln 1-cent coin from the year 1981, minted at the Denver Mint, the iconic 1981 Lincoln penny. While this little copper piece might look ordinary at first glance, don't be fooled. Some rare versions of this coin are setting the coin collecting world on fire, and you might just be holding one in your own pocket or coin jar right now. This coin features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor D. Brenner, a design that has endured for decades and become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. But what makes the 1981 penny stand out isn't just its design. It's the rare errors and minting quirks that elevate its value and desirability among collectors. From double dies to off-center strikes, and even transitional planchet errors, the 1981 Lincoln penny holds a world of surprises for those who know where to look. One of the most sought-after variations of this coin is the double die obverse, DDO, where the lettering and date appear slightly doubled when viewed under magnification. This type of error often occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, causing that distinct, collectible doubling effect. Another fascinating error found in 1981 cents is the off-center strike, where the design is clearly misaligned, creating a dramatic and visually striking appearance. The more off-center the strike, especially if it's still showing the date, the more desirable the coin becomes. Collectors are also on the lookout for transitional errors, particularly pennies struck on leftover planchets from earlier or later years, like a copper coin struck on a zinc planchet or vice versa. These kinds of minting anomalies were more common during transitional periods, and 1981 was one of the final years of copper-based cents before the U.S. Mint fully switched to zinc in 1982, making it a prime candidate for transitional errors that are now considered exceptionally valuable. Now, let's talk about condition, because in the world of numismatics, condition is king. Coins that have been well preserved, especially those graded MS 65 or higher by PCGS or NGC, can skyrocket in value. The sheen, strike quality, and absence of scratches or wear all play a huge role in determining how much a coin is worth. So if you've got a 1981 Lincoln cent that looks pristine, it's definitely worth having it professionally graded. It could be hiding some serious value. Recently, one of these extraordinary 1981 Lincoln pennies with a rare error and in near-perfect condition sold at a major auction for an unbelievable $29,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single 1-cent coin fetching $29,000 at auction. That's the kind of payday that makes coin hunting exciting, thrilling, and absolutely worth your time. Second rare coin, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States Lincoln 1-cent coin from the year 1967. This coin might look small in your hand, but don't be fooled. Some of these humble pennies have been sold for astonishing amounts due to their rare characteristics and striking mint errors. If you're holding on to one, you could be sitting on a goldmine without even knowing it. The 1967 Lincoln cent is a piece of American history that reflects the post-war era's economic and cultural shifts. It features the iconic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that's been in use since 1909. On the reverse, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a bold reminder of American heritage. But beyond its historical value, what really makes this coin stand out is its incredible potential for rarity due to specific mint errors that occurred during its production run. Because 1967 was a year during which the U.S. Mint was experimenting with production techniques and skipped mint marks altogether, the coins from this year have no visible letter indicating their origin. This detail alone has intrigued collectors for decades. More importantly, it was a year marked by transitional processes, and those transitions often led to unexpected die errors, doubling, planchet issues, and striking anomalies. These are the exact features that can launch the value of a 1967 Lincoln cent into the thousands. One of the most desirable and valuable errors found on the 1967 Lincoln penny is the double die obverse, where Lincoln's profile, as well as inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," appear to have been struck twice slightly off, creating a shadow-like effect. This kind of error is a favorite among collectors because it's easy to spot and visually dramatic. Another sought-after variety includes off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, revealing part of the blank planchet. Coins with such clear and well-centered off-strikes can easily command premium prices among enthusiasts. Some rare 1967 pennies were struck on foreign planchets, meaning the coin was accidentally created on a blank meant for a different country's coin. These ultra-rare pieces are often lighter or have a slightly different hue, and they're considered extraordinary by experts and investors alike. Imagine finding such a piece in your change jar or tucked away in an old collection. That's a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The demand for rare Lincoln cents, especially from the 1960s, has been surging in recent years, driven by collectors eager to fill in the gaps in their penny books and investors looking for solid long-term assets. Auction houses and private coin dealers have reported significant interest and fierce bidding wars over high-grade 1967 Lincoln cents with known errors and eye-catching varieties. These aren't just coins, they are small pieces of metal with the potential to yield incredible rewards. At a recent auction, a pristine 1967 Lincoln penny featuring a dramatic double die and near-perfect condition sold for a jaw-dropping $70,000. That's right, $70,000 for a coin that many people overlook every single day. So, if you have a 1967 penny tucked away, it might be time to take a closer look at its features, weigh it, inspect it under a magnifying glass, and consider having it graded by a reputable agency like PCGS or NGC. Third expensive coin, we're diving deep into a legendary and extremely desirable piece from the world of American coinage, the United States Lincoln 1-cent coin from the year 1964 with the D mint mark. This little copper coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but once you learn about its secrets, you'll see why collectors everywhere are scrambling to get their hands on it. Get ready, because this is not just a penny, this could be the rare find that turns heads and shakes auctions. The 1964 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, and it came at a time when the U.S. Mint was making significant adjustments to meet coin shortages. This resulted in millions of coins being struck quickly, and that opened the door for a wide variety of fascinating mint errors and unique characteristics. For passionate collectors, the 1964 D is a treasure chest of opportunities because some of these coins contain valuable anomalies that were never intended to be released to the public. One of the most prized errors found on the 1964 D Lincoln cent is the double die. In these rare specimens, you can clearly see doubling on Lincoln's I, the date, and the lettering in Liberty or In God We Trust. This doubling happens during the minting process when the coin die strikes the blank planchet more than once slightly out of alignment. Spotting this with the naked eye is a thrill for any collector and could mean a huge jump in value. Another highly desirable feature found on some 1964 D cents is an off-center strike. Imagine the coin's design shifted dramatically to one side, leaving part of the coin blank. This type of error is incredibly rare and screams authenticity and uniqueness. Off-center coins, especially with clear dates and mint marks, are highly collectible and frequently featured in high-end auctions due to their distinctiveness, but the excitement doesn't stop there. Keep an eye out for coins that have die cracks, BE errors, which show a tiny die break between the letters B and E in Liberty, or coins that are struck on the wrong planchet altogether. These rare flukes were born out of the intense minting activity of that era and today stand as true anomalies that are skyrocketing in demand among collectors. Now, let's talk about how to properly identify and assess your 1964 D Lincoln cent. Use a magnifier or coin loop to closely inspect the coin's lettering, date, and edges. Pay close attention to any doubling, strange shapes, or misalignments. Also, examine the condition carefully. Uncirculated coins or those in brilliant red condition are the ones that often fetch the highest prices. Coins graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC can sometimes sell for astonishing amounts based on these fine details. Recently, rare examples of the 1964 D Lincoln cent with bold doubling or misstrikes have sold at auctions and private sales for mind-blowing amounts. One particular coin, in near-perfect condition with prominent errors and certified rarity, stunned collectors when it sold for a jaw-dropping price of $80,000. Yes, that's right, $80,000 for a 1-cent coin. This is proof that hidden gems are still out there just waiting to be discovered in old jars, drawers, and inherited collections, so if you have a 1964 penny in your possession, now is the time to take a closer look. It might just be one of those rare and special coins that make headlines and turn dreams into reality. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just getting started in coin collecting, this is the kind of story that makes this hobby so exciting and rewarding. Especially, we're talking about a hidden treasure that might be sitting right in your pocket change, the United States Lincoln 1-cent coin from 1966. This is not just any ordinary penny, this is a piece of American history that has collectors buzzing with excitement and hunting every roll of coins they can find. The 1966 Lincoln cent is a coin that stands out not only for its age but also for its extreme rarity in certain conditions, and today we'll explore why this humble copper coin could be worth a small fortune. Back in 1966, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln cents as part of its regular currency. But what makes this specific year special is the transition period it falls in. Following the Coinage Act of 1965, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from coins to discourage hoarding. That means the 1966 penny doesn't have a mint mark, not even a D or S, making it unique in its own right. This was a time of significant change in the numismatic world, and coins from this period, especially in pristine condition or with striking errors, are now in extremely high demand by collectors everywhere. Now let's talk about what makes some 1966 Lincoln cents truly rare and valuable, the error coins. These are the ones that slipped through quality control with fascinating mistakes that are now worth thousands. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where the design on the front of the coin appears doubled, especially noticeable on the date and lettering. These types of errors are highly collectible because they are the result of a flaw in the coin's creation process, and only a handful are believed to exist in this particular year. Also watch out for off-center strikes and die cracks, which can dramatically boost the coin's appeal and value in auctions. Condition is everything when it comes to assessing a coin's worth. A 1966 Lincoln cent in poor shape might still only be worth a cent, but a flawless uncirculated coin, graded by professionals as MS 65 or higher, could be worth a jaw-dropping amount. Collectors are constantly searching for coins with sharp details, no scratches, and a brilliant luster that make them stand out from the rest. These coins are the holy grail for Lincoln cent enthusiasts and often end up in prestigious coin collections or auction houses where fierce bidding takes place. In recent years, there have been exciting developments in the market for rare 1966 Lincoln cents. Some collectors have reported stunning auction results where error coins and high-grade specimens sold for thousands. These real-world sales confirm that the coin community sees immense value in this year and this specific design. As awareness grows and more collectors enter the hobby, demand is only going higher, making it a perfect time to check your own collection or even your coin jar at home. So, if you're a collector, a hobbyist, or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, you need to pay close attention to the 1966 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Its combination of historical importance, minting anomalies, and error rarity makes it one of the most fascinating coins of the 20th century. And for those lucky enough to find one in exceptional condition or with a rare error, the reward can be life-changing, because one such coin was sold for a staggering $100,000. Last unique coin, we are diving into the fascinating world of the United States Lincoln 1-cent coin from the year 1970, a coin that may appear ordinary at first glance, but is actually hiding some incredible secrets that can turn it into a small fortune. If you've got a 1970 Lincoln penny sitting in your collection, your wallet, or even a forgotten jar of change, you'll want to stick around to the end of this video, because this coin could be worth more than you ever imagined. The 1970 Lincoln penny is a gem from the past, a product of a transitional era in American coinage history. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a symbol of American legacy and strength. But it's not just its classic design that makes this penny so exciting, it's the hidden rarity and error features that truly set it apart. This coin has become highly sought after in the collector community, and it continues to grow in popularity and demand year after year.
one of the main features that makes the 1970 Lincoln cent so valuable is the presence of rare minting errors, especially the double die obverse, known to collectors as the DDO. This stunning error happens when the die that stamps the coin is slightly misaligned, causing letters and numbers to appear doubled, especially in the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the date, 1970. If you look closely with a magnifying glass and see any doubling in those areas, you might just be holding onto a coin worth thousands. Another notable variation is the 1970 small date cent. This coin was minted in San Francisco and features a slightly different font style for the date, a smaller 7 and slightly higher 0 in the year. It's subtle, but extremely important. The small date variety is rarer and far more desirable than the large date version, and collectors are always on the lookout for it. Combine that with a high grade, especially coins that are uncirculated or have a beautiful red luster, and you're looking at a penny that can sell for staggering amounts. Collectors value the 1970 Lincoln cent not only for these errors and varieties but also for its historical context. This was a time of major change in the U.S. mint's practices, and coins from this period often contain quirks and anomalies that modern coins just don't have. Owning a 1970 Lincoln cent with the right characteristics is like owning a tiny piece of American coinage history, one that could be incredibly profitable as well as meaningful. In recent auctions, 1970 small date Lincoln cents in pristine red condition with double die features have sold for thousands of dollars. These coins are rare and continue to appreciate in value due to their limited numbers and increasing collector interest. They're not just coins, they're investments, heirlooms, and incredible finds that keep coin lovers and treasure hunters on their toes. So how do you find out if your 1970 penny is one of these rare ones? First, check the mint mark. Look for the S for San Francisco. Then, inspect the date for signs of the small date variety or doubling. Use a strong magnifier or a coin microscope and study each detail with care. The sharper and cleaner the features, the more value your coin may hold. Getting your coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service can also significantly enhance its market value and confirm its authenticity. Now, here's the exciting part. A pristine, rare error 1970 Lincoln 1-cent coin, especially one with a double die obverse or the sought-after small date variation, has been known to sell for as high as $50,000 in recent private sales and auctions. That's right, a single penny that could turn into a five-figure treasure. If you've got a 1970 Lincoln penny, don't overlook it. Give it a close look, and you may just uncover a valuable piece of history. Coin collecting is full of surprises, and treasures like this are still out there, waiting to be found in circulation, coin rolls, or old collections. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments if you found a 1970 penny with any of these special features or if you have questions about your coin collection. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more incredible coin stories every week from Rare Coins Shop.